All right, give me a second. The stream is just loading here on Facebook. All right, and of course, they removed the ability to change the audience. It's all good. All right, let's get it cracking. So today we're looking at Black Health Decolonized Part 2. All right, Black Health Decolonized Part 2, right? Last week, hold on a second. Share the screen here. Yeah, last week we looked at the foundation of a healthy Negro mind. All right. And not just a healthy Negro mind, but a healthy spiritual mind, man. Right? What is the foundation of a healthy mind, a healthy spiritual mind in this wicked kingdom, man? Right? And the foundation is Romans 13, 9 to 10, right? Awaiting the destruction of the wicked and the destruction of Babylon, man. The destruction of the oppressor, chiefly, man, right? For this is the cornerstone on which the wickedness in the world today is built, right? So we read Revelation 13, 9 to 10, telling you, who lead into captivity goes into captivity, who kills with the sword, meaning war, shall be killed with the sword, man, right? And it says, this is the patience and the faith of the saints. The saints, of course, being the Israelites, man, right? Um, right? It tells you that's what the Israelites are waiting for, man, right? And of course, by extension, those who grab hold of the covenant of Yahweh, man. We are waiting for injustice to be put to an end in the world. You understand? And then we also so that had to do with what is this have to do with decolonizing Negro health? Well, the health of the so-called Negro, man, begins in his mind. If you have if your mind is bad, if your mind is colonized, you're gonna be destroyed. You're gonna go take their vaccines. You're gonna believe that drugs is actually healing you. You're gonna believe anything that the devil says, man. You understand what I'm saying? But if your mind is decolonized, then you can believe the things the Most High says and begin to heal yourself, right? First with your mind, and then everything else to follow, right? So we looked at that as that concept last week, and then we also looked at um, walking after the Spirit, right? And we looked at Romans 8 verse 1, uh, uh, Romans 8 verse 1, right? So this mindset of waiting for those that go into captivity waiting for those that lead into captivity to go into captivity. This is a holy mindset, man, right? It's a spiritual mindset, not a carnal one, right? Now people might say, "Oh, you're preaching hate, and this, that, and the other." Well, the oppressor's practicing hate. I mean, he allows Israelites to go on television and call their women, bitchs and hoes and talk about killing their brothers and that sort of thing. But as soon as you come out and you're say, dead prez and you're singing about running up on these Edomites in their political offices, and you can't get no forward, man. But when you're talking about destroying your people, they'll give you millions of dollars, right? And it's not just the rappers; it's the R&B artists getting you your mind in a state that is just over sexualized all the time, men and women, boys and girls, man, right? And of course, the new thing now is homosexuality, man, right? This is the new role for the black man and the black woman in media, man. They always playing in a movie the damn homosexual, man, right? When the Most High says this is abomination, this is a thing you would be destroyed for immediately when you did it. You understand? So you think the Most High changed his mind now? You know, in any case, last week we looked at walking in the spirit, which is walking what? Contrary to all these fleshly things. All the principles that the oppressor pushes, we must walk contrary to them, right? And that's what having the proper mindset will have you do, right? It said in we talked about walking after the spirit, i.e., keeping the whole law of Yahweh, right? Because the Bible is not about 10 commandments. It's about learning what the lifestyle of the holy people of Israel was, man, our ancestors, and walking according to that lifestyle, living that lifestyle, man, right? Um, the only thing we don't keep in the law is sacrifice for sin, because of course, Yahweh Shai, the true black Messiah, was sacrificed for our sin, right? So this is what we looked at last week, right? So this week we're going to continue. We came out of the mindset, right? So you should have the right mind. If you didn't see the video, go watch it. And it'll help you get the right mindset. But um, that's what we looked at last week. This week we're going to look at diet, exercise, and medicine. Okay, if we have time to get through all of them. All right, we're going to look at diet, exercise, and medicine. Of course, starting with diet. So Yahweh has given us Negroes dietary laws, man, to follow. And we would be wise to heed his instruction. And we're going to look at a few. Now, for those of us who are not new, you already know the dietary laws. But for the sake of those who are new, this may be the first video that they ever watched. And for those who have forgotten and need a refresher, we're certainly going to go through these dietary laws, man, right? And we'll try not to dwell on it in respect of time, but we'll touch on these things, right? So we'll touch on the diet, we'll go into exercise, and we'll go into medicine as well. So Salves, will start reading with you, and if any other readers come in or would like to have themselves identified, of course, please let me know, and I'll call upon you as well. So Salva, you're gonna read from 1 to 21 here. All right, and we may stop along the way. So go ahead. So these are the dietary laws that the Most High gives us, right? Why are these important? Well, if you know anything about what they've been feeding us for the last 100 years, man, it's been poison. It's only now in the time of information, in the era of information, that we're able to get information from all these whistleblowers that show you, all the things they've been using to poison us, man. Yellow number 5 and red number this, and the food, if it starts with a 9, it's not organic. If it starts with a 4, it is. I mean, that might not be exactly accurate. Don't quote me on that, but that's basically what it is. Four-digit number, you scan it, and I think if it starts with a 4, it's organic. If it starts with a 9, it's not. There are pesticides in the food. The water's not clean. There's microplastics in all the water. There's chlorine in the water, calcifying your brain, man, which is not good. Calcium buildup is not good in your body, right? Every doctor knows this, right? And yet we've been poisoned generation after generation, and we're only now finding out the truth. Well, the Most High had the solution from long time. Only eat certain things, right? And he told us in the scriptures we'd be poisoned in Babylon, right? Right? Our food should be ideally grown from your own hand, man. Organic, man. Natural food. No pesticides, none of that. Because the Most High already designed the world perfectly, man. And he has balance in everything, right? And when he made things, he said they were good. You understand? What are they good for? Well, everything is good for its uses, right? And the food that you are supposed to eat is supposed to be pure, good, grass-fed, natural food from its natural habitat. Not food, for example, beef or chicken from factories, or fish from farms, man. Big facilities that um man makes, chiefly led by Esau, the so-called white man. Uh these big facilities he makes to breed these animals for money. Okay, look into it. You will see, when you start a farm, for example, and you get certain money from the government to have your farm running. If you produce too much, you have to get rid of it. I saw a video of a farmer showing all the milk that he has to throw out because he's above quota, man. Right? The Most High didn't design the world like this, to be like this. Okay? Esau is a wicked man that only cares about money. So if people eat meat, he needs a meat factory. If people drink milk, he need a milk factory. If people eat a tamarind, he need a tamarind factory, and so on and so forth. I mean, hell, this guy enslaved our ancestors to get a sugar factory, man, and a cotton factory. You know, this is not how things were designed to be, right? It's supposed to be food grown local, right, in close proximity to you. Hey, you eat that, right? You're supposed to be out here farming and stuff like that, man. The most all these things, hopefully, we're gonna get to, right? This is the best way to live on the fringes of society with your fringes, okay? Out there, just outside the burbs, man, in farm country. That's why he told those in the field, don't come back to the city if you're not in the city, right? In Luke, I believe it's the 24th chapter, right? In any case, what I want here, what was I looking for? I was looking for this particular scripture. Defiled bread. There we go. Ezekiel 4:13. And Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I drive them, man. You see that? Now, this is so crazy because, let me see. Let's go to the chapter. Ezekiel 4. Watch this. Are you guys ready for this? This is what the Most High told Ezekiel to do. Thou shalt eat, uh, where do I want to start? 9. Take thou also unto thee wheat and barley, beans, lentils, millet, fitches, put them in one vessel, make thee bread thereof. All right? According to the number of days that thou shalt lie upon thy side. So the Most High is having Ezekiel do a certain sign to show the children of Israel what's going to happen to them. Okay? What's about to happen to them in that time, and of course prophetically as well. It says 390 days shalt thou eat thereof. Eat what? This bread. Okay, great. 390 days. Great. So it says, and thy meat, which thou shalt eat, shall be by weight. So the food you're gonna eat shall be by weight, right? This is prophetically referring back to Deuteronomy 28, when the Most High tell you everywhere you go, you're not gonna have anything, man. You won't have enough. Okay, your bread, your basket, and your store is gonna be cursed. All right. So now he's telling Ezekiel a similar prophecy. He's showing Ezekiel a similar a sign to continue that prophecy forward, right? He said, thy meat which thou shalt eat shall be by weight, 20 shekels a day. From time to time shalt thou eat it. Okay, so you have to ration that food, man. Hey, we ration our food today, man, in Babylon. You know, we got to think about what we're gonna eat, what kind of different meats to buy, because things are too expensive and we just don't have it like that, right? It says 11, thou shalt drink also water by measure, the sixth part of an hin, from time to time shalt thou drink, man, right? Even your water you have a ration, right? Is there any good water in this place, man? Or do you have to buy bottles of water to get good water? Do you have to boil up your water to get good water, man? Right? And thou shalt eat it as barley cakes. Okay, so you know the grain that you mix up. Okay, you're gonna eat it as what? Barley cakes, right? Uh, uh, what we know as bakes, man. Bread. Thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of man in their sight, man. Okay. So Yahweh tell Ezekiel, when you bake the bread, yeah, the fire that the fuel you're gonna use men's dung, and show them that that's what you're using for the fire to make the bread, man. Now that's cold, right? Remember, Yahweh is a warlord, and Yahweh want to show Israel how disgusting the food that they consume is, man, right? Because they don't want to keep his commandments. He said, take the good stuff and then bake it with human poop, human excrement. Now watch what Ezekiel says. He says, oh, it says, and Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat the defiled bread among the Gentiles where I drive them, man. So the same way, if the thing bake on human poop and you eat it, yeah, that's the same way the food that you're eating is defiled, man. Okay? So, I mean, that's plain. I didn't make this up. The food is defiled. And the Most High shows you how bad it is. Now watch this. Let's get the whole thing. 14 said, then said I, Yahweh Alahayim. Okay? Behold, and for those who are new, of course, Yahweh is his name. Alahayim means ruler. Okay? That's the words that they translate as Lord and God. All right. Yahweh's name is a blessing. Use his name. All right. The ineffable name doctrine is a demon doctrine to get you to not use the power of the name of Yahweh, man. Right? Yahweh loves to hear his name. He loves when his children and the faithful call his name, man. You know? Hey, the demons hate the name of Yahweh. They don't want to say it. That's why they introduced this thing called the ineffable name doctrine, where, oh, we can't say his name because it's too holy. What are you talking about? Right? In any case, the brother says, O Yahweh Alahayim, behold, my soul hath not been polluted. For from my youth up even till now, I have not eaten of that which dieth of itself, or is torn in pieces, neither came there abominable flesh into my mouth. So Ezekiel's like, come on, Pop, I can't do that. I never pollute myself. Come on. Then he said unto me, so this is what Yahweh says unto Ezekiel, lo, I have given thee cow's dung for man's dung, that thou shalt prepare thy bread therewith. Okay. Moreover, he said unto me, son of man, behold, I will break the staff of the bread of Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment. Okay, so this is the condition Yahweh said was coming upon the people, of course, in that time, and also prophetically, that they may want bread and water and be astonied one with another and consume away. Why? For their sins, man, for their iniquity. All right. And Deuteronomy, the 20th chapter, backs this up. Okay, when if you go from, I think about the 50th verse, actually go from verse 15. I think it's in 45, but go from 15 just to be sure. Okay, that whole chapter is good anyway, for those who don't know. In any case, the Most High said the bread is defiled, man. That's my point. Okay, and it's there plain in the scriptures. The food is defiled, man. You don't know what the hell is in there. So if on top of that, you're eating all kind of abominations, man, you're gonna end up in a bad situation health-wise. Okay. And so this is what we want to just kind of give you the guidance to avoid, right? So Saba, go from verse 1 in Leviticus chapter 15, please. So here are the laws of food.
And Yahweh spake unto Moses and Aaron, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When any man hath a running issue out of the flesh, because of his issue he is unclean. And this shall be his uncleanness and his issue, whether his flesh run with his issue.
Hold on a second. What was it 11? One second. I have written down the wrong thing here. Yeah, it's 11. Go
And
ahead.
Yahweh and Yahweh spake unto Moses and Aaron, saying unto them, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, There are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth.
These are the beasts. Okay, so here's the animals you can eat. Go ahead.
Whatsoever parteth the hoof, and is cloven footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat.
Right. So the most I say if it part the hoof and it's cloven footed, meaning it has two toes essentially on the hoof, and it eats grass, you can eat it. Now everybody knows the normal ones, the goat, the sheep, the cow, but the giraffe you can eat. If I remember, alpaca is also one of them, right? There's a few. You'd be surprised what you can eat. Moose, you can eat moose. Wait, hold on. Let me double check the moose. I did check the alpaca. Uh, yeah, there you go. Your boy Moose in it, right? Hey, that man have his cloven hoof, right? And that man eat grass, man. So you can eat moose. You can eat deer, right? You can eat giraffe, right? So imagine, the what do you call it? The Israelites, in the wilderness, or just in the land in general, and you have a big feast and you need to feed a lot of people. Hey, you could get that giraffe, man, right? Hunt a giraffe, and that's food for a whole lot of people. All right, cloven footed, and that man eat the grass, so you can actually eat giraffe. All right, all right. There's the food. Oh man. All praise to Yahweh, right? That's a lot of meat, right? Um, let's see here. Go ahead. Verse 4.
Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divideth the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof. He is unclean unto you.
Right? And if you watch the feet of the camel, you're gonna see, right? I just wanted to do this alpaca again because um yeah, okay. Alpaca is food, man. You know what I'm saying? Split the hoof and that man eat bare grass. So there he is. food, man. Right? You can't, it's not for the petting zoo, man. That man's for the plate. A big sheep, right? In any case, let's see here. The camel. All right. Right. What the most I say? Where is it? What is he saying? Let's go back. Blah, blah, blah. Chew of the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean to you. That's weird. Oh, here we go. There you go. Right? I mean, it looks kind of divided, but it's not really divided, right? It's together. Interesting. What is this? Yeah, it's together. So it's kind of sewn together there in the middle, right? So you can't eat the camel, man, right? All right. So go ahead. Okay, yeah. So they got the foot pads, it's saying here. Wait. Biochemical insights into the role of foot pads during locomotion in camelid species. Camelid species. Okay, so they got the foot pad going. All right. All right. So go ahead. Go ahead.
And the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divide not the hoof.
Right. So the rabbit. Go ahead.
He is unclean unto you.
Right. So the rabbit is unclean. Okay. The coney is a rabbit. What is going on here? Coney, archaic, a rabbit. All right. So this is the sense that they wrote the scripture in. Right? The coney is a rabbit. Go ahead.
And the hare, because he cheweth the cud, but divide not the hoof. He is unclean unto you.
Mm-hmm.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof, and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean unto you.
Right. So we already know you can't eat no pig, man. Right. And this is a big thing in the so-called black community, man. Okay. Israelites love their pig, man. Right? Pig snout and pig tail and pig ears and salt pig and all kind of things, man. Hey, the Most High said this is unclean. You can't eat it. Go ahead. Bacon, terrible, right? You got to give it up if you want to follow the Most High. Go ahead.
Of their flesh ye shall not eat, and their carcass ye shall not touch. They are unclean unto you.
So Yahweh said, don't even touch the dead body, man. Okay? It's unclean for you Israelites. Go ahead.
These shall ye eat, these shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Right. So the Most High said, fins and scales, that's what you're eating. No fins, no scales, you can't eat it. So, I used to eat a lot of bacon shark, man. You can't eat shark. Shark don't have scales. It's a bone type covering they have upon them. Just like very similar to the sturgeon, right? I think it's called dentine, right? That they have. It's not scales that's easily removed. It's embedded into the skin of the shark. You can't eat sharks, okay, and the like, you know. Go ahead.
And all that have not fins and scales in the seas, and in the rivers of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
Yeah, so not only is it bad to eat, it's abominable, man. These are things you would get ejected or killed for eating. Crab, lobster, right? Which a lot of us grow up eating. Eel, you can't eat these things, man, right? And a lot of times the Most High has you not eating them because they eat a lot of garbage, man. They're bottom feeders or they eat a lot of trash, right? So the Most High don't want you to eat these things because He wants you to remain in good health, right? Go ahead. Not just good health, but in top health. Go ahead.
And
11.
all they shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses an abomination.
Come on.
Whatsoever hath no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you.
So crab is abominable to eat. Shrimp, lobster is abominable to eat, man. You're eating garbage. Okay? Pigs are abominable to eat, man. Right? Eagles, abominable. Right? Money cool, we call it in St. Lucia, bush rat. That's an abomination. You're eating a rat, man. Right? These things are abominations to eat. Right? And you're defiling the temple of the Most High. Right? Go ahead. Sorry, before you go ahead. Speaking on crab and lobster and shrimp, these things are abominations, but look what the oppressor has done, man. The oppressor has um advertised these things as delicacies and raised the price so you could save up to go and eat a sea roach, man. Okay, it's a delicacy. Look how the antenna just swing in the sea. And look at that tail, man, how it's all nice curled up and that big, nice white stuff in the back. I mean, you're eating a roach. They're literally of the same family. Go look it up, you'll see. They come from the same family of insects, man. When you're looking at the study of insects, I don't think might be taxidermy. I don't remember what it's called. And endo something. Hold on, let me pull that up. Taxonomy, okay, right? And when you're looking at the classification of living creatures, man, okay, entomology, okay, and taxonomy is the animals in general. I should remember this from my hunting studies, right? Um, yeah, you're eating a damn bug, and Esau put a big price on it because he's a damn demon and love to trick people. That's all he does. And you go pay $50 for a roach, man. And you sop it up in the butter and you have it with a biscuit and you post pictures of it on Instagram and Snapchat like it's cute, man. Right? When this is abominable and things you would either get kicked out or killed for, man, in Israel, you know, madness. You know, no wonder the Most High said that the Edomite would turn the world upside down, man. Isaiah 29 and 16. Woe to those who dig deep to hide their plans from Yahweh. In darkness they do their works and say, who sees us and who will know? Right? You have turned, man, this new KJV just, or this Berean just kills it. Kills the poeticism of the Most High's lovely bars that he wrote. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the world say of him that made it, he had made me not. And this is what Esau tells, this is what Esau says, man. This is Esau's doctrine. There is no God. And Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3 and 4 tells you that he set up himself as God. And the whole world worship him because everybody, every woman wants an Edomite man, an oppressor on their side, right? Not every, but many, most on which the brainwashing has worked. And it's the same thing with our people. And then he says, shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, ye have no understanding. And this is what they're trying to tell you, right? Yahweh said the earth is still, they tell you the earth spin. Yahweh say the sun and moon go around the earth, they say the sun and the earth, sorry, they say the moon and the earth go around the sun. And so on and so forth, man. Right? Blaspheming the word of the Most High, man. As if the Most High is a dummy like them. You know? This guy's pissed me off, man. Right? Uh Pardon the tangent, but this is serious, man. And these deceptions cost the souls of so many of our people. You know, it's insane, right? And had not Yahweh said, "Hey, focus upon the lost sheep that they might be found," hey, a man could easily get discouraged, or a woman could easily get discouraged walking in this word, man. Because most of our people uh, choose to believe Esau over the Most High. And whatever Esau say goes, man. And it doesn't matter what you say, and they're dancing and having a good time, like it's great, disobeying the Most High, right? Meanwhile, the Most High wrote in the scriptures telling you because punishment for a sin, right, is not immediate. Right? Therefore, in men's minds, they're fully set to do evil. Because the sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil, man, because they don't get the punishment right away, right? But you're being set up. Better you humble yourself in the sight of Yahweh, right? In any case, um, the the crab and the lobster is abominable, right? Read on, Sabs, from 13.
And these are they which ye shall have an abomination among the fowls. They shall not be eaten, they are an abomination, the eagle and the ossifrage and the osprey, and the vulture and the kite after his kind, even raven after his kind, and the
Every raven,
and the owl and the nighthawk and the
cuckoo,
cacao
uh-huh,
and the hawk after his kind, and the
mm-hmm.
little owl and the cormorant, the cormorant
Cormorant, yeah,
and the great owl and the swan and the pelican and the gear eagle
mm-hmm.
and the stork and the heron after her kind and the lopping and the bat
Lapwing, Lapwing, sorry, lapwing.
All
Okay,
fowls that creep, wait, all
go.
fowls that creep, going upon all fours, shall be an abomination unto you.
Mm-hmm.
Yet these may ye eat of every flying creeping thing that goeth upon all four, which have legs above their feet, to leap withal upon the earth.
So stop right there. So these birds, for you to be able to easily identify, you're looking for birds of prey, right? So prey birds, you can't eat those. Scavenger birds, you can't eat those either. All right. So you're looking for these birds that mostly, eat seeds, man. Right? These little tweeting birds that like to eat seeds and worms, and these are the birds that you can eat, right? You can't eat these prey birds, man, right? But guess what? You can eat pigeons, right? That again, Esau has told you is a flying rat, but this used to be brought as an offering for the poor man. In the temple, when the poor man couldn't offer a sheep, the Most High would accept of him pigeons. In fact, the pigeon is Yahweh's favorite bird. But Esau says it's a city rat or a sky rat. A sky rat, I think he calls it, right? Everything Yahweh says is good. This guy says the opposite about it, man. Right? I just wanted to point that out. And then he tells you the kind of bugs that you can eat. There's only one, right? Go ahead. 22.
Even, even these of them ye may eat, the locust after his kind, and the bald locust after his kind, and the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind. But
Okay, so
all other
stop right there. All the bugs, the most I tell you you could eat is bugs that eat leaves. They just eat leaves. Okay? These particular ones. Now it says beetle here, but this is a deception. Let's see, Leviticus 11:22. This is why it's important to study, right? And to go into this thing because I'm like, beetle. I'm like, what? You can eat beetles? That doesn't sound right. So I went and I looked into it. Um, and you cannot eat beetles, right? Uh, 11:22. Let's get the interlinear. All right. These you may eat. The locust after its kind. All right. The destroying locust, the sort of one that mash up the crops, you can eat those after its kind. And the what? What does it say, Sabs?
the cricket.
So you can eat crickets, man. It's still a locust. Grasshopper, locust, cricket, it's all the same creature. Okay, it's all the same family of creatures. So the most I say, yeah, you can eat those. Right here, when you go in the English, these guys tell you you could eat beetles. So if you didn't study, you'd go and eat a damn beetle, man. You'd be snacking on these bad boys, right? KK, you want one of these? Yum, yum, yum,
No way, it's disgusting.
right? And you'd be out here, munching away on these guys, thinking you're doing the right thing. Hey, this is a dung beetle, by the way. Okay, this thing rolls up poop from one place to the next, man. That's his car, man. That's his transportation, right? And you'd be out here, caught out here, man, eating this smorgasbord of nastiness. right? And you probably die. Okay? Right? A little snackety snack there, right? I mean, even this thing shape, it looked like the pincer of a crab, right? You can't eat beetles. Okay. It's crickets. Go ahead.
But all other flying creeping things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination unto you.
Go ahead.
And for these ye shall be unclean. Whosoever toucheth the carcass of them shall be unclean until the even.
Right, go ahead. So you couldn't go to the temple, after touching the carcass of one of these, right? You were ceremonially unclean. Go ahead.
And whosoever beareth aught of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes, and be unclean until the even.
Go ahead.
The carcass of every beast which divideth the hoof, and is not cloven footed, nor cheweth the cud, are unclean unto you. Every one that toucheth them shall be unclean.
Okay. Jump to okay, no, read on. We're good. Go ahead. Go until 31.
And whosoever beareth aught of the carcass of them shall wash the carcass of every beast which divideth the hoof, and is not cloven footed, nor cheweth the cud, are unclean unto you. Every one that toucheth them shall be unclean.
Mm-hmm.
And whatsoever goeth upon his paws, among all manner of beasts that go on all four, they are unclean unto you.
Right. KK, take over, please. So anything that goes upon paws, you can't eat dog, you can't eat cat or any of their relatives, man. You can't eat bears or anything of that sort, right? 28.
And he that beareth the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean till the even. They are unclean unto you.
Go ahead.
29. These also shall be unclean unto you among the creeping things that creep upon this earth.
Mm-hmm.
The weasel and the mouse and the tortoise after his kind.
Right. This is why I tell you, don't eat manikou. Manikou is a damn weasel, you know? Well, no, it's basically a rat, you know?
What, a
Go ahead.
mongoose?
Huh?
Mongoose?
The mongoose would be a weasel, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The manikou is not what I'm talking about. The manikou is the possum.
Ew.
Yeah. Yeah, which in at least a few of the islands of the Caribbean I know people eat. And I'm pretty sure they eat it in America as well, in the South especially. And can't eat these things. Go ahead.
Okay. 30. After the ferret and the chameleon and the lizard and the snail and the mole.
Right. So we can't eat no iguana either, man. Right? Which I know some of our brothers and sisters eat in Trinidad, man. And Guyana. My mom told me about them eating iguana, man. You can't eat these things, man. It's disgusting and it's abominable. Go ahead.
31. These are unclean to you among all that creep. Whosoever doth touch them, touch them when they be dead, shall be unclean until the even.
Right, or rather unclean. I said abominable, but the script says straight, these things are unclean. Right? It lets you know the abominable things. right? So better you eat a lizard than you eat a crab. Better you eat a lizard than you eat a shrimp or a lobster, right? And one we say ew, and the next one we say, yeah, $60, that's a good price today. And we eat it, right? This goes to show, man, you're dealing with a master magician, man. A master illusionist, a master deceiver in Esau, right? Crazy, man. Anyways, I think you just finished 31, correct?
Yes, I have.
All right, let's go 41 to 45.
Okay. And every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth shall be an abomination. It shall not be eaten.
Right, so you can't eat nothing that creep up on the earth. No centipede, none of that stuff, okay? Which if you guys watch any amount of YouTube, there's people they eat spiders, they eat all kind of stuff. And some of them raw too, right? You can't eat none of these things. Scorpions, you can't eat that. Go ahead. 42.
Whatsoever goeth upon the belly, and whatsoever goeth upon all four, or whatsoever hath more feet among all creeping things that creep upon the earth, them ye shall not eat, for they are an abomination.
Okay. So snake is an abomination, man. Centipede is an abomination, right? Right. Go ahead.
Yeah. Also, I know like another insect that you cannot eat, which is also like a millipede.
Yep, millipede, you can't eat that, right? What else? Koala. I'm trying to think of other things that our people eat that it's just like you can't eat that, right? But I think people get the picture, right? So read on.
Ye shall not make yourself abominable with any creeping thing that creepeth.
Mm-hmm.
Neither shall ye make yourselves unclean with them, that ye should be defiled thereby.
Right. All praise to the Most High, right? So don't make yourself abominable or unclean, man, to defile yourself with these things. That's a straight up commandment, right? Go ahead.
For I am Yahweh, Yahweh your God.
Mm-hmm.
Ye shall therefore sanctify yourself,
Yeah.
and ye shall be holy, for I am holy.
Right. So the Most High says, sanctify yourself, man. Right? Right? Where's the da, 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 da. Right? Latin sanctus holy. The Most High say, you shall make yourself holy, man, for I am holy. Right? So by participating in these things, eating these things, you're making yourself unholy. The Most High say purify yourself, man. Right? Hallow yourself, set yourself apart. Bless yourself, man. Right? By doing these things. Support yourself, right? Legitimize yourself, right? Confirm yourself, right? Okay, I think that's all I wanted there. So these are the laws of food, man, right? Now, you know what to eat and what not to eat. The Most High also tells you how to eat, man, right? Let's go to Sirach 37, right? And let's read 32 to 34. What? So. What? Is it 27? Give me a second here. I think I wrote down the wrong script. Hmm. He says, trying to remember the words. See if I can get it this way. Psalms. Psalms.
Hmm?
In your Bible, they're on your phone. See if you can pull up Sirach 37. Why don't these guys have Sirach 37? Yeah, it's here. 32. No, but if there's not 32. One second. There we go. 27. My apologies. What chapter is this? Yes, around 37, 27. 27 to 27 to 30. One sec. Interesting. All right. All right, let's get that, please. South.
My son, while you are well, govern your appetite, and see that you do not allow it what is bad for you.
Read on. You want to read the 30.
Mhm. For all things are not profitable for all men, neither hath every soul pleasure in everything, but not unsatiable.
Be not insatiable.
Be not insatiable in any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon meats.
All
For
right. So
excess of meat
hold on, man. Hold on. The most I say, don't be greedy, man. Okay? In any dainty thing. What's that? Nice food, gourmet. Okay? Anything nice to eat. Don't be insatiable in that. Right? You like ice cream? Don't be out here just eating ice cream all the time. Right? You say don't be too greedy upon any kind of food. Right? Go ahead. Go
for
ahead.
excess, for excess of meat bringeth sickness, and surfeiting will turn you in will turn into color.
Surfeiting will turn into column, right? So too much food will get you sick, man, right? And overdoing it is gonna turn into choler, okay? Which is uh nausea, um bile, if I remember correctly, right? You're gonna start getting mucus. You're gonna start getting mucus in your chest and all of these things, right? See if I can pull that up. Bile, okay, right? Bile, diarrhea, okay? Let me check also etymology. Oxford says comes from French bile, anger, from Latin cholera, diarrhea, right? Yeah, too much bile, right? Too much mucus from just being greedy. This is in the scriptures, man, right? The most I told you a long time what's going on. Don't be greedy, right? Because you're gonna start to have certain health problems, man. You know. See if there's anything else here I want. Mm-hmm. Right? Pale green, greenish yellow bile. Greenish yellow bile gall. Drain pipe gutter. So mucus, man. Bile. Mucus. Okay, you don't want these things. All right? Because you're eating too much dainties. Cake, 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 cake. Right? Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, pizza, 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 and so on and so forth, man. You overdo it, the most I say, you're gonna get sick. Now go ahead. 31.
By surfeiting have many perished, but he that taketh heed prolongeth his life.
Right. So if you're temperate in your eating habits, it'll prolong your life, man. Right? I don't know if I sent it to you guys, but I certainly posted it on the playlist that we have on the blog called I think it's called News or something like that. On the blog, if you go to the news section, essentially, this doctor tells you that fasting is one of the best ways to clean your liver, man. Don't eat, don't drink, right? And just 12 hours will start the process of cleaning your liver, man. And will clean it a lot, right? And this guy talks about how that's a natural remedy, right? And in order to make sure that everything balances out, he said you can take some apple cider vinegar, I think about 2 tablespoons per 8-ounce glass of water, and you drink that before you start your dry fast. And that's the best way to clean out your liver, and not just your liver, but all your organs. Okay. Many studies come up with the same conclusion, yet Yahweh, thousands of years ago, well, before the beginning, already wrote to let his people know, they keep atonement so that you can clean out all your organs, man. So all praise to Yahweh, right? So how do you eat, man? You eat in what's the word I'm looking for? Moderation. Be moderate with your eating and fast, you know. One dry fast is equal to 3 days of water fasting, you know. And you can find all this information out there, right? Remember, I said last week that after getting your mind right, the next thing is to get your body right. And I certainly been working on that. And I highly recommend that this is the second thing that you Hebrews work on if you're already in the truth. And if you're not in the truth, get in the truth and then work on your body, man, right? Because it's invaluable, right? According to the word of the Most High, right? And we can see it practically in our lives as well. Let's go to Sirach 31 and we'll read 21. Let's get that KK. Okay.
Which one?
Verse 21.
And if thou hast been forced to eat, arise, go forth, vomit, and thou shalt have rest.
Go from 20.
Sound sleep cometh of moderate eating.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Sound sleep comes from what?
Cometh from moderate eating.
Moderate eating. Okay. So the most I tell you straight. You want to sleep good? Don't eat much before you go to bed. Right? Go ahead. I'm giving y'all the goods right now, You guys getting the secrets, man. Right? You guys are getting the secrets of good health, man, and how to treat your body. Straight from the scriptures. So you can compare this to what these so-called physicians are telling you and see what's what, man. Wait till we get to the medicines. Then that's really gonna cook your noggin as the Oracle said in the Matrix, right? Which we certainly are in, created by the oppressor man, the so-called white man, the so-called Caucasian, the Edomite. He has your mind in a matrix in order to use your body as a battery for him to get money from you, man. But praise Yahweh, we woke up out the matrix, as the brother says in your song. Anyway, lead on. Sound sleep.
Sound sleep cometh of moderate eating. He riseth early, and his wits are with him. But the pain of watching and calling, and his pangs of the belly are with an unstable man.
Unsatiable man. So if you're too greedy, the most I say, you're gonna have bare pain. You're gonna have bare mucus. You're gonna have bare mucus. You're gonna have bare bellyache. All right. And the pain of watching, not quite sure what that means. But the most I tell you, that's with an insatiable man. You're too greedy. Right? He said when you eat moderately, you're able to rise up early and have your wits about you, man. Your brain is gonna function better, you know. And then what he says in 21,
And if thou hast been forced to eat, arise, forced to eat, arise, go forth from it, and thou shalt have rest.
and thou shalt have rest, man. Right? So if you ate too much and you just can't sleep, go and throw up, man, and you'll be all right. Right? Get the old finger poking, get that out, and you'll have a better sleep. Right? These are not old wives' tales. This is the creator of the body telling you how to take care of it. Right? Okay. All right, family. I think we're gonna pull up here for today. Um, and we'll continue next week, Lord willing. Let's see here. 1 second. Yeah, we'll continue next week, Lord willing. Um, for those who are watching via the live or will watch the video after, if you want more information on keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High according to his prescription, you know, as opposed to following religion, keep the link with us. All right. To the so-called Negroes, you are the biblical Israelites, the holy people of the Most High. You are bound by a blood covenant to him, and you will need to come back and keep the law, statutes, and commandments in sincerity and truth, or you will certainly perish in this time. And in the next, you're going to live a life double, twice as bad without any escape. Okay. To the other nations, you've been tricked and fooled by religions and the oppressor, the so-called Caucasian, who is the biblical Edomite and the agent of Satan on the earth. And you need to come out of the religions that you guys, ancestors and the so-called white man have created, chiefly Christianity, and learn the law, statutes, and commandments under the tutelage of the priests of the Most High, which are the so-called Negroes, the Israelites, as is written in the Quran, in I think it's Surah 121. It tells you listen to the Israelites, right? And as is written within the Bible, in Psalm 147, verse 19 to verse 20, John 4, verse 23. If you go from 22 to 24, you're going to get the context and many other scriptures, right? And to the so-called Caucasian, the oppressor of the Most High's people, the destroyer of the world, the deceiver of the world, the devil and Satan, according to Revelation chapter 12 and Daniel chapter 8, the Most High has reserved for you death and destruction, and you shall surely have it at his hand. So with that, all praise to the Most High. I'm going to cut off the live, and then we can pray out. see.